Hey y'all, today we are setting up the last daily planner in 2024 and it works out really cool that December starts on a Sunday. I do a Sunday start, so that works out so nice for me. And I also do the weekly home blessing hour. That is like a fly lady thing. I'll talk more about that in a minute, but we're just going to go ahead and fill in all the rest of the days here for the week. I generally do this a week at a time. On Sunday, I sit down and plan everything, and I do my planning really cheaply. I just use a notebook and just like a normal pen. I get these at Dollar Tree, so really cheap is what I'm doing here. I am also going to start dabbling in digital planning. I have started doing book journaling that way, and I have had a lot of fun doing that, and I'm going to dabble with doing it digitally. If y'all would leave me a comment down below. I'm not sure if this is gonna work for me, but if it does, I was thinking of filming it and I didn't know if y'all would be interested in that. Like I said, I'm dabbling in it. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I've pretty much always done pen and paper because I don't know, before digital planning just didn't work for me, but I have had some issues with like whenever we go to make an appointment, I haven't updated it fully, and I don't never take my planner with me, so sometimes I don't know like when would be the best day to make appointments, and I think it might be helpful for things like that. But I'm thinking of dabbling in it, and we'll see how that goes. But I have adapted this to work for me. This has taken years of trial and error, so again, I'm kind of leery of changing everything. But what I have figured out that works best for me is, instead of putting all of my appointments and dates that I need to remember in my calendar, I found that it was better for me to put it at the top of, this is kind of like almost like my weekly page. So this is where I'll write like appointments, birthdays, anniversaries, if we need to send out any like cards or birthday cards, or right now like Christmas cards, those types of things. Also, if we need to refill prescriptions, any shows that we like to watch, any book releases. I've recently got into reading, so there are a few of that I am super excited about for next year that are coming out. Let's see. Also, we have a lot of birthdays coming up, so I need to plan like parties, and like also like the party planning of like getting everything and gifts, and you know, your cards that you got to send out and all that for that. And also like any get-togethers or anything. There's a lot of that usually going on in December as well. So I'm gonna just kind of do mine basic. I don't like to share too horribly much. I kind of keep it a little bit more private, so I don't put like as many personal things like outings and things like that. I don't put that on here very much. But on the 2nd is the day that I designate to pay my bills. So this has helped a lot to just have like one designated day to do that. Also on the 3rd, that's when I put my orders in, and I try and do like one big order, so I'm only buying the things that we need, and I'm saving on shipping because we generally don't have like Amazon Prime or Walmart Plus or any of those things. So I just try and do one really big order to try and save on all of that and make sure we're only getting the things we need. And then let's see, on the 5th is the day that I need to make sure all the trash is out. And I also put to reschedule this on here. Hang on, why do I do this? Okay, I always put this on here, and that way on Sunday comes around, I'll see that these are marked off, but this won't be, and that's like a reminder to tell me that I need to add that on to next week. And then the 6th is the day that I do my measurements. And then let's see, on the 16th, that is the day that my vinegar is done, and I have a video where I show how I make that homemade with herbs from the garden. So then after that we have Christmas, and then so we'll still have all the get-togethers and all of that before then. And let's see, on the 30th that's the day that I like to make sure I have got all the Hoopla books. I get like a few every month, and I want to make sure I'm using that because they're titles that I would generally have to wait for with the library app, and that's awesome too. With my reading, I've only been reading things from the library, so for one, and also I'm doing audiobooks, so it is like no clutter and it's completely free. So I have really been loving that. So we'll write Hoopla books here. And then also on the 31st, let's see, I do my review and reflection. This is a page I set up in my monthly journal. Let's see, review and reflection, and then also, let's see, we need to remember that that's also New Year's Eve, so parties and things like that. Let's see, and then also on New Year's Eve, I sit down and make my my yearly gratitude kind of highlight page. I showed this in my monthly planner video, so I like to sit down and do that as well. I like to use colorful pencils and make it kind of fun. So that's pretty much the main things that I have going on here. And then another thing that I've found that has been super helpful to make my planner function for me is to do like a week at a glance at the top here. So I've kind of got like a month at a glance and a week at a glance. So this is where I'll write down things that I need to try and get done this week. I do not get all of them done every week. I try as much as I can, but it doesn't always work out that way. So the first little kind of column here that I make is mostly like my home category. So I always need to make bread flour, and I have a video showing how to make that using only 2 ingredients. I make biscuits, so I usually do a double batch of our Southern Fluffy biscuits, and I have that in a video as well if you'd like to check that out. But they do great to make a double batch, and after they're all cooked and everything, just put them in the freezer, and I pretty much only have to make biscuits once a month. So that works out really good for me. And I also got them reusable silicone bags, and it has just been so nice. It's been like so low waste. I've really been loving that. And then other things I want to try and do is keep doing new recipes. I had a goal to do at least one a week, and I think I'm like at around 70 right now, so I'm really happy with that. I'm going to continue on that goal into 2025 because that was lots of fun. Then I also need to make more laundry detergent. So I did a video on this not too long ago, and you can check that out too. I'll try and have all of this either linked in the description or the card, and if I forget something, y'all just let me know and I will try and update that. Let's see. So after that, I need to also work on our 2024 goals. Or not 2024, it's already been 2024. And speaking of that, I was really ambitious. I did like 101 goals in 2024, and I did not get anywhere close to that. I did make a dent, but I didn't get nearly as far in that as I would like, and I'm so worried that 2025 is coming. And I don't know about y'all, but I struggle to get the year right for so long. It takes me months, so hopefully I won't keep making that mistake. We may be laughing like crazy next month whenever we start. Okay. Let's see. So after that, I would like to finish deep cleaning the house. I have got quite a few things done. I've got the bedrooms done and the living room done. I'm hoping to get the kitchen done soon. I also need to do like the bathrooms, and I need to do the hallway, but I kind of do this as like an end of the year yearly reset, so I'm like all ready for the new year and everything's nice and clean. I like to start it off like that. I usually try and have all of this done before the holiday season, but I have been struggling this year. I feel like I have been behind with absolutely everything, and it's just like continuing on. So I guess I will just hope to have it all done by the New Year's instead of all the holidays. Okay, so after that, I'm hoping to take a load of stuff to the auction. I was hoping to do this to try and help save a little bit of money this month. I know it's going to be hard to do with all the gifts and everything else, but I'm hoping that that will help where we can save a little bit of money. Another thing I need to do is to weatherproof the back door. We got the front door, And I really need to do the back door because whenever it gets cold, it will sometimes freeze, and it's really hard. And that's the door we use primarily. So I need to work on that. And let's see, I would also like to fix the porch. I don't know if I can do this or not. Probably gonna need help with that. But I would like to do the skirting, and I'm pretty sure I can do this part. So that may be the only thing that gets done. There was an old building that we have in our woods that has like this galvanized metal that was like the roof and some of the sides. I think it was an old chicken house is what they had used it for. But I was gonna go get all the metal from that and see if I can turn that into skirting underneath the porch. I think that would make it look a lot better. Okay, so after that, let's see. Oh yes, I had this other goal that I wanted to go to at least one waterfall a year, and we have not done that yet. So I am hoping that we can go somewhere to where there will be a waterfall, and I'm also hoping that we can get like a family photo there. I was looking back, and we have never done our pictures professionally done, and most of the time it's just done taking it like with family, like whenever we're visiting or getting together or something like that, and the background's not necessarily the nicest. And I thought it would be really nice to do that and get some type of professional, well, not professional, but a better background picture for our family photo. So I'm hoping to do that. And so I was thinking that would be good. If we're at the waterfall, like that would be amazing. That would be a great time to do that. And kind of be getting two things done at once. So that would be really efficient. So after that, I would like to continue on doing my audiobooks. I have been loving that. And like I said, I'm doing all of this through the library app, and I'm doing I'm doing a like book reading journal, I guess is what you would call it. I'm doing that all digitally, and I have been loving it. I can save as many quotes as I want from it, and I can have like this really big cover page with like the book that I'm reading, and I save all the ratings, and I've just been having so much fun with that. I like do all kinds of different stats. I signed up to this other book place, what is it? I think it's Storygraph, and it does all these neat little stats for you, and I've been having so much fun with that. Okay, so after that, I still need to work on our photo organization. I have started it, but it is a big project, so it's taking me a bit. And I'm going through. Also, if you have any suggestions of the best way to do this, I've already started, but if I need to redo it, what I was thinking of doing with that is I'm doing a folder with all the pictures of that person, and then I'm also like renaming it and putting like the person's name and the year in it, so it's like easy to find. That's like another reason that I was thinking of going to digital planning, because sometimes whenever I'm looking for something in my journal with it being analog, I really struggle to find it, and I was thinking it might be easier to do it digitally. I don't know. That was like one of the benefits I was thinking about, but I'm unsure. So like I said, I'm gonna dabble with it, and y'all let me know if y'all are interested in that, or if y'all think I should just stick with this. Y'all just leave me a comment and let me know what you think you'd be more interested in and what videos you want to see. Okay, so after that, I need to keep working on exercising. This is what the doctor said. We have some health issues we have been working through this year, so definitely need to keep up with that. Another project I would like to do is to clean the shed. We have so much going on. I really have a ton more things that I would like to do, but I'm trying to keep it more manageable. It is going to be a big project because it is such a mess. Like, I can't even get in there to get to my snips and all these things that I need to clean up the garden. So cleaning the shed comes first, and then I would also like to clean up the garden. That would be nice to get that done, and hopefully it'll look a little bit better. And then let's see. I also need to remember to prune the trees, like the fruit trees and the willow. And I've almost run out of space, but there's something else I need to remember. I need to do my garden review for 2024. That's where I like write down what varieties of things did really good, what challenges we had. Like this year we had the drought, and then we just had where we got sick, and then we had to make an emergency trip. So our garden was pretty neglected this year for the last end of it. So I need to like write down all of those things. But even with that, I think we still did really good with some of the varieties that we did. I also do a lot of garden planning too on our channel if you'd like to check that out as well. Okay, so now that we have our month at a glance and our week at a glance, I just kind of go through and fill in the days. So for on the 2nd, we'll put that we need to pay the bills. And then on the 3rd, we'll put the orders in. And then let's see, the 5th, that's the day we need to take the trash out. And I also put reschedule here too. Whenever I do my sit down and do this on Sunday, I will whenever I do my weekly home blessing hour, I'll put on here to do tasks that I didn't get done, and that reminds me to add it on to the next week. And then let's see, on the 6th, we've got measurements to make sure all the exercises that we're doing are working, and then the other things come later on. So I don't do anything else with that. And also I do generally write that here, but I don't know about y'all, but I usually always have more things that come up, so I generally wait and do this like Sunday or midweek or something, because it seems like something always comes up and I need to add to it. So I'm not going to go ahead and do that now, but that's generally how I do that. And then we're going to take the things that we need to get done this week and write that down. So we're going to put bread flour here. That's generally something that I always need to make. The 2nd, we're gonna we're gonna do pay bills here, so we can do the biscuits here. So we'll add that to do the biscuits, and then let's see. After that, I think the 3rd we'll do laundry detergent. That would work. And if I have to move these things around, it's no big deal. I did a flip through a few months ago of where I showed how I did that, and I just kind of use arrows and change it around as needed. Okay, so let's see. After that, what else do we have? I think on Wednesday, I think we'll do weatherproof the back door. I already have all of the supplies for this. I just need to get it done. So we'll do that. Put that down. What else? Oh yes, let's go ahead and write down cleaning the shed. That would be good to put here. We'll put clean the shed here. And then on Friday, we'll try and, oops, why did I write a G? We'll try and fix that. Clean up the garden. So I guess I was thinking garden, and that's why I wrote G. Okay, so clean up the garden. Hopefully we can do that. Like I said, we may have to change it up. And then since it's Saturday, I think that would be a good day to try and go do the waterfall and the family photos. So hopefully we can get this done, and it will work with everybody else's schedule. And let's see, I think that's pretty much what I'm going to write down, because this I can just kind of keep in mind what I need to do. This I still need to call. I'm going to do that early this coming week and find out when we can drop that off. I'm not really sure. I think these other things are more important than that. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. The only other thing is to exercise, and I have been doing that on Monday, so we'll put that here. And let's see, so I've been doing it Monday and Friday right now, so we'll just write it there and see if we can keep up with that. And I feel like there was something else. Oh yes, deep cleaning the house. So I think Monday I'm gonna try and do the deep clean the kitchen. Now this may take several days. I like really detailed and try and get everything done. So I'm going to write it here, but it may take me multiple days. So Tuesday I don't have a ton going on, so I could probably fit it in there too, and possibly Wednesday if it goes in to that long. And then I'll be moving on to kind of deep cleaning the shed. So that will work out really, really good. So I think that's everything that are like the main things. I know I didn't put this down, but it's not like a main priority. It's just something I want to remember doing. To me, getting the shed cleaned up and the garden cleaned up, that's more important right now. So I think that's where we're at for there. Also, something else that I didn't even think about that I'm thinking about now is I'm not sure if I'm going to get the house decorated for Christmas just yet before the 1st. Hopefully I do, but if I don't, I also want to write to do that. So we'll write decorate for Christmas. I do not do very much. I generally just put up like a ceramic Christmas tree that was my husband's grandmother's, and that's generally what I do there. It's like really vintage and so nice. I think we are going to have to replace the lamp. It's like got a lamp mechanism with the cord and everything. I think we do need to replace that this year, but other than that, it's pretty easy. I think I can get that at Walmart, so I actually need to add that to my list. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. And I was thinking too, something else fun I was thinking of doing is adding twinkle lights to some of our plants. I think you could get those at Dollar Tree, and I was like a fairy light kind of things. I was thinking of trying that and seeing if that looks cute. It sounds really cute. So I was thinking about doing that too. Another thing I need to remember to do, since it's the first, is to fill in the fridge calendar. I was My family was struggling to remember everything as well, especially appointments and things like that, because we have a lot going on. So I need to remember to do that, so that's easier for them to see and to know what's going on. And I think that's everything there. So what we're gonna do from there is we're gonna just do like our morning routine, the afternoon routine, dinner, and we'll do the evening routine. And then we're going to move on to the weekly home blessing hour. And I don't think I've filmed a video doing this yet, but I should. But this is where I kind of do like my physical reset of the house every week. I've adapted this from the Fly Lady to work for me. So the first thing I do whenever I start all of this, like in the background while I'm doing this, is I update the computer and all the stuff with that. So we'll do that, and then let's see, after that I dust, and then I wash all the bedding and throws. And if you haven't yet, I would highly suggest to put the warm sheets on the bed. I had to do that recently, and it is so much nicer. I don't feel like I'm freezing to death in the bed. So I would suggest doing that, and I'll get all of that washed, and then I move on to the bar and the TV and clean all of that. Then I water the plants, and just a note, I cannot spell. Okay, so water plants, and just a note, for certain plants this time of year, whenever it's getting more winter time, I find it's best to do kind of like the finger test and check the soil to make sure that they actually need water, because I found that my plants, especially like this like the cactuses, this is a Christmas cactus, even the snake plants and things like that need a lot less water in the winter time. So that's a thing to check, and you might have to change up your schedule a little bit, because I usually have to water everything once a week in the summertime because we're running the air conditioner, but we don't run it quite as much generally. You never know with our weather. It's almost moody. It's like you never know what it's gonna do. But yeah, so I suggest doing the finger test, because that really has made a big difference, and that I was actually able to keep my other Christmas cactus alive for a whole year, and that was the first time I had ever been able to keep like a cactus or succulent type plant alive for that long. And to reward myself for doing that, I went ahead and got another one in another color, because I just love it so much. I really got into flowering plants. We got peace lilies and stuff, and I have just been loving that so much. Okay, you can tell I like plants because I just kind of squirrel off and go off on a trail. Okay, so here we go. Back to cleaning. Next up, I go ahead and do the dish rack. This is where I like take it apart and clean it all really good, and then I make sure and get new towels. I generally have to do this midweek too, but I just make sure and get all that nice and fresh for the week. And then I make our shine juice. I have a video on the channel where I share how to make this. Then I also make a batch of the Force of Nature. This is another cleaner that I make that I absolutely love. I also have a video on that, as well as an affiliate link. And they also have a really great sale going on right now for like Black Friday. I'm not sure exactly how long it'll last, but I will leave a code to where you can save some money through our affiliate link, and I'm pretty sure you can get the Black Friday sale too. So I would highly suggest this. I have been using this cleaner since, gosh, I think 2018, 2019, something like that. So I love this so much. It's one of my favorite cleaners. Okay, after that, since I'm done in the kitchen, I'm going to move on to the bathroom and add toilet paper to remind myself. I will always forget if I don't do that. Also, I refill any of the bottles that need to be refilled, like shampoo, conditioner, those types of things. Also, make sure there's plenty of soap. We just use bar soap, so I make sure all that's good, and I clean the soap saver too while I'm there, that we get those at the Dollar Tree. And then I'm also, after that, we get done with the vacuuming, and I'm just going to go ahead and write a air conditioning filter. Depending upon the weather, whether or not we're running the air conditioner, I may need to clean that, but I try and stay on top of that and clean it every week. It's kind of like, I do a lot better if I just stick with it and rather than stopping and then trying to start again. So I'm hoping that I can just keep up with it, because where we're at in the South, we generally do still run our air conditioner here and there through the winter time. Okay, so after that, I mop, and I think that's the most of, that's like everything I do for like my physical space reset. And then at the end of the day, I do another reset. And this is like at the end of the day, whenever I sit down and I figure out what recipes we're gonna make for the month. And I have a video where I show all of our meal ideas that we're planning on making and trying for the month too. That will be a separate video if you'd like to check that out, and also subscribe please, because that would be awesome. You will be able to get that video. And after that, I make our grocery lists, and then we need to shop. I generally don't do this on Sunday. I usually wait and do it later in the week, or in the week. That's right. I thought I said month, but later in the week. And then I need to be sure and move all the files to the hard drive so we don't lose anything, basically just backing things up. And then I'll move the tasks. So like I was saying before with the reschedule here, and then whenever we get to like Thursday, that will be there, and I'll just see that that's not crossed off and know that I need to add that on to next week, along with anything else that isn't crossed off. And then I need to make sure I'm caught up on emails, and then have some idea for the videos for the week. I'm kind of excited. We're getting towards the end of the year, and I'm going to be doing even more planning videos. I love planning and things like that, so I'll have like different videos with our like goals. I think I'm going to share that. And also I have another notebook. Since I use these notebooks, I generally go through about 3 of these a year. So I think if I'm not mistaken, I get 4 months out of this. So I keep like a yearly collection, so I don't have to rewrite it 4 times. I'm really about efficiency. Then I'm gonna share that too. So I'm really excited about that. And then also there's a few reoccurring tasks that I need to add on to each week as well. Okay, so after that, we are gonna just continue on, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna do morning routine, afternoon routine, dinner, and evening routine. And I was struggling a lot with my morning routine, but I created this other little thing that I'll do that I'm going to show you here in just a second after I get all this wrote, that has helped me so much. And I highly suggest doing this if you are like starting like basically trying to start a new routine or trying to start habits. It has been such a game changer for me and has helped me so much. So we'll finish writing all of this, and I just find that it is so much more efficient to do it this way. Like I said, I am all about efficiency, and I think this would be nice too with the digital planning to make it even faster, because you could just, I've kind of created like a template right now. That's what I've got going. I've got the monthly section going, and I'm going to work on the daily, and I just made like a template, and we're going to just like copy and paste it and see how it goes until I decide to change it up, which I do change it up from time to time, you know, here and there. But I have found that there are certain things that just work great for me. Like, for example, the vertical layout, that works so good for me. I really struggle if I do the horizontal. That just does not work for me. So that's what we do there. And then, so I'm going to move on and show you what I created to do this. So I just use a piece of cardstock, and then I'll just bend it. Let's see, we'll bend it like this and get it like that. And then I just use tape, and I'll tape it down. Sorry if that's loud. Hopefully we can get that on there. It may be a little wonky, but that's okay. And I like to go ahead and have it come over the top. I just find that it stays better, but if you're like a perfectionist and don't like it to do that. That's no big deal. Okay, so I create this, and what I generally do is put my like exercise schedule here. I'm kind of gonna, I don't know, I'm thinking, so I think what I'm on the fence. I think I'm gonna wait on this because I am still giving this more thought. I'm trying to decide if I want to do little things every day or do like more things several times a week, and I'm on the fence about that. I'm not sure what is better to do, but I'm thinking I may want to break it up to smaller chunks, but I don't know. I'm really bad about just adding things on time and time again. And I don't know, I feel like I'm doing more if I add it on, and I end up doing that and end up hurting myself. So this is a problem that I have. Maybe it would be better to do smaller, but then if I do smaller, I just want to keep adding to it. So, you know, this is my issue. Okay, so I was struggling a lot with my morning routine because I had a lot of things to remember. And this also works great, like I said, if you are trying to start habits, like if you're doing the Fly Lady program, she has like different things you're supposed to do each day, like get dressed shoes, shine your sink, those types of things. Plus you do like a little bit of decluttering. I'm trying to remember what else she has you do. But basically any habit or routine that you have, this can really, really help. And it really has helped me a lot. So I think this would be really helpful. And like I said, ooh, I messed up on that one. Sorry, I shouldn't have been talking like that. I think this would be really easy to set up in like the digital one too. So I'm kind of excited to dabble in that and see how that goes. Okay, so start off the day. I just write ready, but if you're doing the Fly Lady, you can put like dressed shoes, however you want to do it. While I'm in the bathroom, I need to remember to empty the dehumidifier. We had got one of these. We used to do the little boxes of things that you get at like Dollar Tree. I think they're called moisture absorbers, and those work well in certain areas, but in our bathroom there is so much moisture from showers and everything, and these have been great. Like, it's insane how much water it collects every single day. So it's probably like one of them little containers almost every day. So we are really happy. We got those pretty cheaply off of eBay, and they have worked great. Let's see. After that, I make sure and drink water and take my vitamins. And then let's see. After that, I think I usually try and put the dishes up. So get that done, and then also I refill the water filters, so I'll just put refill water. I know what that means. So that way we're constantly have all of our filtered water. And then after that, I have breakfast, and I used to cook breakfast while I'm doing that, but we've started doing a lot of overnight oats, so I've kind of changed that up a little bit since I don't really have to cook it. So that's been nice. And then after that, I need to figure out what's for dinner. And whenever I think about that, I also need to know, like, if I need to set any meat out or anything like that. I just kind of encompass that all as one. So like, what's for dinner and setting the meat out all together. If you want, though, you can go ahead and write it out. I'm just going to go ahead and write it out so I remember and don't forget, because I am very forgetful. And after that, I generally start a load of laundry. We do a lot of laundry here. And then I do my email, and I did not make enough of these. So we're going to make a few more. So these are all the things I need to remember in the morning, and I'm generally pretty good with like my afternoon and evening routine. So I'm not going to continue it on for that, but if you do struggle with that, you can just keep going down, and I will show you in just a minute what I do whenever I actually complete these. But this has really helped me so much, and I just cannot believe how much it has helped me. So I'm a lot less forgetful this way. So what I do here is on the day, I will just put like check marks like that whenever I've completed it. And the same for here, I'll just do that. And then whenever we move on to another day where we don't have that, I just create a, like, I guess a little column here, which I use as a checkbox. And then I can just check off what we actually do. So we'll go through here and put that, put that here. You can tell I use this ruler a lot. There's lots of pin marks. But like I said, I just plan super simply, and this is just what has worked well for me. I just try and do what functions the best, and this has really been great for me. So I think that's everything that I do. Hopefully I explained everything. If I did not, y'all have any questions or have any suggestions with like digital planning or stuff like that, and also let me know if you're interested in that. I would really appreciate that. Thank y'all all so much for watching, and if I don't catch you before, whatever holidays that y'all celebrate, I hope that they're good ones, and I also hope that y'all have a wonderful new year. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye.